something that has changed profoundly in the last several years since I've decluttered alongside my family roughly 85% of our stuff. And one of those things that's changed is the amount of decorating that I do around the house, especially when it comes to seasons and home decor. I have scaled back so much. So I wanted to take a look back. Here I am about 4 or 5 years ago, just managing. And that's just my new perspective since decluttering is, wow, look at all that stuff I was managing. Look at all that stuff I was storing. And at the time, I would think this is so fun. Look at what a cute house I'm going to have. And I really didn't look at my stuff as a burden. I didn't see extra as clutter. That is how I view it now. And it took me contrasting to realize what a burden my stuff was. I read somewhere, and I can't remember where, but it said if you feel lighter after decluttering, your stuff was weighing you down. Sometimes you don't even know it. You don't even realize your stuff is weighing you down. It's a burden until you've actually decluttered. So I highly recommend giving this a try. This is something that you can easily test out. But here I am just spending so much time fussing with things, putting things up, and I'm thinking this is going to make us so happy. This is going to be so cute. And although it was fun to have this Hobby Lobby in my own home, essentially that's what I had. And my kids and I had fun decorating together and all of that. But still, it was so much to manage. I will tell you, a lot of this stuff actually got broken just because it was so much to store. And having words, that's something that I don't do anymore, is have words. Anything like Simply Grateful, Fall, like I stay away from that kind of stuff. Oh, here I am with more words. I really have scaled back with that. In fact, I don't think I have anything in my home now with words. I think I've eliminated all of it. And really, it's just those little tiny things that I don't think we think about that really kind of trick our brain, and suddenly we have clutter in our mind just because our brain is reading those words even though we're not intending to. It's something that our brain is computing. And I just was so stressed in this phase of life, and I didn't really know why I was so stressed, and I still get stressed even now. So I don't want to say you declutter your space and you're never stressed again. That's not the case. But I'm so much less stressed. Things feel so much more manageable. If things come up, it's not the end of the world. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm already at the tip of the iceberg. I'm already about to fall off the cliff. I don't feel like I'm on the edge. And so much of that had to do with my stuff. I had no idea. Something that I've enjoyed doing now is having more clutter-free counters. I will show you kind of how I've decorated, so to speak, and maintained warmth in my home, because I do believe it's a balance. I feel like there's a stereotype out there that says minimalists can't have throw pillows. You can't have curtains. You can't have throw rugs. You can only have a capsule wardrobe, only wear black, and only have plants to decorate with. These kinds of stereotypes, I feel like, can keep us from attempting decluttering altogether. They can steer us away thinking, well, I can't go that extreme. I don't want to live like that. In fact, that was one of the things that kept me from decluttering for many years, thinking of the extreme and how I didn't want to live that way, that I wanted my home to feel warm and inviting. But the irony is that I had gone too far in the other direction, and I was covered in clutter, feeling stressed out, and spending way too much time cleaning every day and burdening my family as well. So don't worry, there is a happy medium. You alone can find that balance. There is no one that can tell you exactly what you can or can't have, what you should or shouldn't have, and how much you should or shouldn't declutter. When it comes to home decor, for me, neutral is good. I really do love that. I thrive in a more peaceful environment. I actually do love clutter, not clutter, color. Man, don't get those confused. I do love color, but I try and add it sparingly. I have loved seeing how other minimalists have decorated using loads of color. So there is no one size fits all. You do exactly what feels right to you. If you're feeling overwhelmed in your space and you know you love decorating, especially for holidays, just try taking things down one to one. If you're going to put up one little cute tree, take down one picture frame. Take down one thing for every one thing that you put up. I have loved having baskets. If you haven't tried decorating with these, they're very functional. They also add a lot of warmth and texture to a space. So I love that. They also can hide things if you need to clean up quickly. This is one little area I am still to this day, years later. I think this video that we're watching right now is probably from 3 years ago. I am still struggling with this one space. I have decluttered my wording. I don't have this anymore. This welcome home sign is gone. I have nothing there, and it is bothering me. It feels very, very bare, but I don't like the words. So help, what can I put there? I also don't have these little pom-poms. They were beautiful, but not practical with kids. We've also since added a rug, another great way to add texture and color. So I allowed myself one shelf. In my old house, I had a couple of shelves that I would just fill to the brim with knickknacks. I have tried to be more intentional. This clock we use all the time. I love lighting that candle. I've added pictures of my family, picture of my daughter, picture of Jesus. I've just been really careful as to what I've added. I do think shelves can be wonderful ways to decorate as long as they're kept a little bit more simplified. Oh, look. More words. I don't have that sign anymore either. It is a process, you guys. It is a slow and steady process that takes years. I thought I had decluttered everything that I wanted to up to this point, and now today my taste has changed even more, and I don't have anything with words in my house. So you don't have to feel like you have to get there all at once. It is a process, and you will grow and evolve in your style along the way. One tip that I absolutely love is keeping your counters clear if you want a clutter-free space. But I feel like because I've got the living room decorated and you can see the living room from the kitchen, I definitely want to like marry the two. I want them to look like they belong together. So for me, it makes sense to just add a couple little things, especially because what I have in mind is really simple and neutral. So I painted this little board. This is something that I saw at Home Goods, just a plain cutting board, but to make it a little bit more farmhousey, I wanted to paint it. So I just quickly added some white paint. So my idea is to put it in this corner right here. If it gets to be too much, I'll take it out. That's the thing with home decor. You don't have to commit to anything. I mean, just put it in your house, see how you like it. So I'm gonna add this to this corner right here, and you can help me decide if it should stay or not, but I do feel like it definitely needs a little something. I wanted to show you what this little corner looks like without the candle, so just to simplify even more, you can definitely add less. I do think in the end I will keep the candle there, but another thing I like to do is add canisters. Like this one has my flour and sugar, but they're neutral and they're pretty, so they don't look too cluttered to me on the counter. And my new pantry is pretty small, so it's really useful to be able to have those canisters out. And then I just added this lamb's ear wreath on the pantry door. Here is what the kitchen looks like with nothing on the counters and no wreath, which is really pretty. It's very clean looking, very bright, but to just add a little bit of something, a little bit of life. I do really like just these couple simple things, but you will have to let me know if you prefer the before to the after. How has your style changed over the years, or how has decluttering impacted the way you style your home? Thank you so much for watching. Here's another video, and I'll catch you over there. Bye.